Hello everyone, and welcome to my Iconic Goodbyes channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. YNR spoilers, terrifying twist for Sharon and Phyllis. Can they survive the captor's deadly game? The young and the restless rumors and updates suggest a deadly development for Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers. The captor's terrifying surprise will force Phyllis and Sharon to battle for their lives, so let's talk about what they'll face. A twisted psycho playing a game with lives on the line. Sharon and Phyllis's abductor made it obvious from the start that the stakes could not be higher. They were told that the only rule that mattered was that the game came first, and the ultimate reward was survival. However, it appears that Sharon and Phyllis are on the verge of breaking free from the restraints imposed on them. This could be a risky decision, as their captor is particularly focused on the rigorous rules established. When Phyllis is poisoned while being held captive, the horrific reality of their position becomes undeniably obvious. Sharon solves a riddle and finds an antidote for Phyllis. They need an escape plan quickly. Sharon is on the verge of solving a perplexing puzzle to secure the antidote for Phyllis, but as the pressure builds, they will come to a harsh discovery. That's when they realize they need a strong escape plan, and soon, but it appears that their situation is about to take a sinister turn as they're marching right into a trap. Their kidnapper may invent a task to test their willpower, but there is a serious risk that they will stumble and lose everything. If the kidnapper declares the game over owing to their failure to obey the rules, terror will certainly consume Sharon and Phyllis, resulting in catastrophic repercussions they never anticipated. Is there a hidden bomb? What if there's a bomb buried in that room? The ticking clock may begin after Sharon and Phyllis get into the risky predicament we've mentioned. Regardless of what occurs, the latest teasers indicate that Phyllis and Sharon will soon be involved in a deadly battle for their life. As they struggle to survive long enough to escape this mayhem, they will need to work together. Understandably, these deadly tasks will continue to be an important part of the game. This could be a brilliant trick organized by the genius behind the scheme, aimed to raise the stakes and force Phyllis to truly work with Sharon. Regardless of the purpose, Sharon and Phyllis will definitely feel more threatened than ever before. Audra is hiding something, Victor predicts disaster, and Jack makes a vow to Summer. Audra Charles is back to her old antics, Victor Newman anticipates calamity, and Jack Abbott has a promise for Summer Newman. Claire Newman wants Grandpa Victor to stop her connection with Kyle Abbott. Claire may become irritated and question Victor about if he likes Summer with Kyle. Victor does, but he might be better off not telling Claire about it. After all, Kyle and Victor have a kid, and Victor wants the best for Claire. Is Kyle and Summer's reunion on the horizon? Victor believes Claire and Kyle are not a good match, and he has the audacity to issue her an ultimatum. We don't think Claire will be okay with this. She is headstrong, and this is her first romance with Kyle, so she has a lot invested in him. Summer and Jack confab elsewhere. Summer speaks with Jack, who is well aware of Kyle's background and has his own thoughts on his son's dating life. Jack considers Summer a member of the Abbott family because Harrison Abbott is her son. He assures her that nothing can ever change it. In the YR episode, Jack makes a commitment to Summer, but will it help to relieve her troubled mind? It will not happen since she is envious of Claire and longs to be with her real love again. Meanwhile, Audra and Holden Novak have another conversation and must reconcile their differences regarding their history. She told her so Nate Hastings about their former relationship, but she did not tell him the complete truth. Audra and Holden had more than just a fling, but she does not want Nate to know about it. Why not? Because the truth will ultimately come out and cause greater harm. Holden and Audra discuss not only their past, but also the tense situation between Damian Kane and Amy Lewis, as well as Nate. Holden appears to be willing to cooperate with Audra as a co-conspirator, but he has a secret purpose. He merely wants to spend more time with Audra, so expect him to be ready to resolve any problematic family connections. At the same time, Audra continues to keep things from Nate. Is she having a slow burn with Holden, and will Nate's heart be broken just as he attempts to do right by Damian and Amy? You know what they say, no good deed is unpunished. The Young and the Restless weekly update for March 10th, terrifying mistake, someone plays dirty, and red flags raised. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of March 10th to 14th state that Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman will make a mistake, while Summer Newman gets filthy. Some Adam Newman warning bells will go off for Victor Newman, so let's talk about it all. Summer will ruin Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman's romantic evening before it even begins. Claire will be annoyed, and she may be concerned that Kyle is allowing his ex to get away with too much. However, the evening will not be all unpleasant because Claire is about to meet a charming drinking partner. Holden Novak will decide he wants to meet more people in Genoa City, so he'll start with Claire at the athletic club's bar. Next, Chancellor will provide Summer some support as she becomes increasingly concerned about Phyllis. Of course, something tells us Summer would prefer seat comfort from Kyle. Later, Chance will provide some intriguing updates to Nick Newman and Billy Abbott. A new clue could lead Billy and Nick on the path to completing a double rescue mission. After Phyllis swallows poison from one of the water bottles in captivity, Sharon must solve a riddle to get the antidote. Phyllis will owe Sharon a lot of money once her opponent comes through for her. Once Phyllis has recovered sufficiently to fight back against the kidnapper, she will collaborate with Sharon to devise a new strategy. Sharon and Phyllis can't stand it any longer, so they'll try to regain control. Crossing their captor could be a serious mistake, as things are about to get terrifying. Phyllis and Sharon will fall for the kidnapper's scheme, putting them in an even tighter predicament. Sharon and Phyllis will be concerned that time is running out once they are caught in this trap. Nick and Billy will race in a car together, so may Chance's clue help them find Phyllis and Sharon's location? At the GCAC, Alan Lawson will make it plain that he would marry Tracy Abbott if he believed she would accept his proposal. Tracy will think about it, so she may announce her engagement to her loved ones shortly. Unfortunately, Jack Abbott will make an admission to Diane Jenkins Abbott that may have negative consequences for Tracy's future. Will Jack be concerned about Tracy and Alan's upcoming marriage? If YNR plans another swap twist, Alan may be his wicked twin brother, Martin Lawson. If Martin survives in France instead of Alan, it might cause havoc, especially if he is responsible for Sharon and Phyllis's weird mental hospitalization. Finally, Adam will raise some red flags for Victor, who may disapprove of his son's tactics against Billy. Perhaps Victor will think Adam isn't doing enough to prepare for the threat Abbott Communications represents. Whatever the case, the Young and the Restless spoilers suggest Adam's actions will raise red flags for Victor, so stay tuned for predictions on how his father will handle this. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Connor Floyd sends a strong message to fans: don't fall for impersonators' social media accounts. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates suggest that Connor Floyd, who plays law enforcement professional Chancellor on the program, recently embraced his inner cop. He couldn't imagine he'd have to say it, but he delivered a clear reminder to supporters not to fall for impersonators' social media profiles. Identity theft is rampant, and you may have come across social media accounts pretending to belong to your favorite daytime celebs. While some of these personas are authentic, many are not. Connor Floyd recently addressed the issue of his own imitation on his official Instagram account. It's crazy that I even have to clarify this, but this is my only social media account, the CBS soap actor wrote in an Instagram story. He went on to warn, if you're chatting with anyone using my name or photos, it's definitely not me. Connor emphasized that this warning applies across all platforms and encouraged his fans to report any suspicious accounts that mimic his identity, concluding, "Stay vigilant." Fans who follow Floyd's official Instagram account receive the most recent updates directly from the actor himself. Consider the sweet moment in December when he shared a message by his girlfriend, Carly Friel, indicating that she had accepted his marriage proposal. Then came the thrilling announcement in October 2024, when he notified his fans of Chance's return to Genoa City. Most recently, he shared a sneak peek at his trip back to Texas, saying, "Home is where you make it." It's clear that being connected with the genuine actor is crucial for getting up to date on the current news. Always report a phony account. If you come across a phony account, don't hesitate to report it. The stars appreciate your diligence and don't want their fans to be deceived by imposters. Other celebrities have experienced scammers impersonating them on social media in order to defraud fans and spread false information. Camryn Matheson of General Hospital recently warned of scammers taking advantage of the Los Angeles region wildfires by putting up bogus GoFundMe accounts. Some of these phony accounts were also created in the names of stars, and in extreme circumstances, various types of predators have been reported to pose as stars. In most situations, stars will not personally contact a fan via social media, while some will answer to fans on their real accounts. Planning a strategy, launching an investigation, and determining who is to blame. According to Young and the Restless teasers, Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman will go stir-crazy. Phyllis will be more frantic to escape than Sharon, and she will consider busting a window with a chair and screaming help. However, Sharon will argue with her. After all, they are being monitored, and doing anything like that may lead to their death. According to the plot, the two women will collaborate during the episode to design a strategy to escape their unknown captor. So what will they come up with? Daniel Romalotti will approach Chancellor, hoping the cop will initiate an official investigation into his mother's whereabouts. It's been almost a week since Phyllis went missing, and Daniel will most certainly decide it's time to take action. Chance will undoubtedly have no problem achieving this, but can the GCPD find Phyllis and Sharon before it's too late? Summer Newman points the finger of blame. Finally, Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Summer Newman will blame Sharon for her mother's disappearance. Summer appears to be on pace. After all, Sharon isn't the one who kidnapped her mother, she's right there with her. How dumb will Summer feel when she finds Sharon was abducted along with Phyllis and, in some ways, helped to keep her safe? It will be interesting to find out the truth. The Young and the Restless arrivals and departures. Abbott ladies return. A couple of Abbott ladies will return to the Young and the Restless. Two famous Abbott ladies are returning to the Young and the Restless. Find out who they are, if any newcomers are joining the program, if any famous stars from the past are returning in contract, recurring, or day player roles, and if any of your favorite actors or actresses are leaving the CBS soap opera. The week of March 10, 2025, good news for Abbott family fans, especially the female ones. Two famous ones have resurfaced. On Wednesday, March 12, Beth Maitland reprises her role as Tracy Abbott, who informs her brother, Jack, of some shocking news. Meanwhile, Melissa Ordway, who became a recurring character in 2024, is set to return as Abby Newman Winters. Ordway posted to Instagram to announce that she would be returning to Genoa City shortly for a couple of episodes with the Newman and Winters family. Hopefully, she'll get to mingle with her Abbott side of the family too. Connor Floyd continues to get airtime as Chancellor, while the inquiry into Phyllis and Sharon's abduction gains traction. The Genoa City cop will appear on Monday, March 11th, Wednesday, March 12th, and Friday, March 14th, in scenes alongside Amelia Heinle's Victoria, Joshua Morrow's Nick, Jason Thompson's Billy, Michael Graziadei's Daniel, and Allison Lanier's Summer. What happened to Sally in YNR and BNB? Sally Spectra on The Young and the Restless had a long past before she arrived in Genoa City. The character initially appeared on The Bold and the Beautiful in January 2017 and has already left a significant legacy. Courtney Hope created the role on BNB and announced her departure from the show in August 2020. However, by October of that year, it was reported that Sally had moved on to YNR, where she still brings the drama to this day. Sally is named after her great-aunt, Sally Spectra. The two ladies share many characteristics, including their red hair and fashion taste, as well as their outsized personalities and desire to make the Spectra name renowned. Sally told her great-aunt that she would bring Spectra fashions back to life, and she sought the support of her grandmother, Shirley, Saul Feinberg II, and Darlita. After persuading C.J. Garrison decided not to sell the building to Bill Spencer as intended, so Sally was given 6 months to prove herself. She began with a bang, causing a food battle with Steffi Forrester and shooting it for a viral video, before crashing Zend Forrester's wedding. Although she wasn't thrilled with the idea of having her sister, Coco Spectra, work as an intern at Forrester and unknowingly wear a necklace with a camera to capture and steal their designs. When Thomas Forrester invited Sally to Steffi's Australian wedding, she gladly accepted but objected when Shirley instructed her to shoot images that could be used against them. Sally was hesitant to put their stolen drawings into production, but she lost faith in her own design skills and went forward with it. Unfortunately, she was forced to confess to grand larceny in order to save Coco, and she was almost imprisoned until Thomas spoke for her at her court. Thomas also invested in her company to retain CJ from selling the building back to Bill so that he could demolish it and construct his skyscraper. Thomas also joined Sally as a designer, and they developed a swimwear line to compete with Forrester in Monaco. Sally, unaware that Bill had contrived the hoax, sadly allowed Thomas to return to New York with Caroline and their son when she claimed to be dying. She found a shoulder to cry on in Liam Spencer, who provided more than just emotional support when he took over Spencer and returned ownership of the building to her. After surviving a little fire, Sally took out a loan and began rebuilding Spectra Fashions from the ground up. As it was discovered that Bill still owned the building, Liam joined the Spectras in a protest and was trapped in the ruins with Sally as Bill demolished the structure, believing that everyone had left. Fearing they might perish, Sally admitted to him that she had fallen for him, and they kissed. Following their rescue, Sally rejected Bill's attempts to make amends and was distraught when Liam reconciled with Steffi after confessing to the kiss. Thomas, having discovered the truth about Caroline's deception and Bill's role in it, went to Los Angeles and joined Sally as one of the major suspects when Bill was shot and nearly murdered. They left after reuniting with Thomas, but she eventually returned to report that her beau had reconnected with Caroline once more. She and Wyatt Spencer got intoxicated together, sparking an unexpected new friendship. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.